Andrea here. We are off to a whole new page. This is the last page we did. We have 2 tags here and then a 3rd tag at the top. Okay, this is the page we're going to be working on this time around, and I like to use this die on the edges of our flips. We're going to have 3 flips. So let's get started with our flips. You're going to need your scoreboard, your bone folder, tape, paper. I'm going to also be using these pink doilies I picked up at Hobby Lobby for 75 cents. So we'll use those, hopefully. Let's see. Don't forget your pencil. Alright, so let's go with cutting this down. We are 1/8 of an inch away from our score line. We're going to cut it here. Hang on to your scraps. They will probably be useful. Okay, then you're going to score the top end here. Let's see. At 1/2 inch. Sometimes the paper does not want to fold over. Okay. There is that. And we're going to cut down on the bottom. Now, if you want to leave the bottom with a pocket, that's great. Just know that when you go to die cut it, don't die cut the pocket at the bottom. Alright, that leaves us with this. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Now we have our side flip. And let's go ahead and score. I'm using the scrap that we cut off of the first piece. Okay, this one is going to go here. And to get my other glasses. Okay, now we go over to here, like so. Get it all the way to the edge. Try not to go over the edge. There we go. And then, of course, 1/8 of an inch away from the score line. How we did there. Did good. We're going to cut it at the bottom. Okay, there is our right flip. And then we need our bottom flip. No more scraps, so we'll have to use a new page. And the bottom flip, we're just going to go right here, cut it down. Then we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. going to lay on this piece all the way to the edge. I need to cut a little bit more off the side. See if that worked. Yeah, much better. Going to the edge. And we're going to cut right here. Now all of these edges are going to be a little bit shorter because we're going to die cut them. But that's what you want. Okay, so now we have our 3 flips. Set our book aside. Get your washi tape out. Tape. Right, this is our right flip. So you're going to turn it on its side. The hinge is going to be at the bottom and your die is going to be on top. Okay. You want to bring your die all the way to the edge. Alright, we've got our washi tape on that. Get our die machine out. And our plates. I do use mine a lot, so my plates are not exactly brand new looking. Okay. Let me just turn it around the right way. Oh, the sucker's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's very smooth. Okay. Now, what I did here was okay. This is okay, but you want to actually pick your paper and cut it at the same time. So I'm going to leave that on there, and it's the right flip. So where do I want, what do I want? What paper do I want there? Oh, this one right here. This one is very pretty. So let's get that on there. Yeah, good. That there. I'm just going to set the paper right underneath, like so. Oh, there we go. Turn it this way. And the reason why I'm not taking that die off is because I want it to cut exactly the same way it cut before. Come back. And voila, we have our paper cut and our black cardstock cut. But again, I'm not going to remove this yet because we have the inside here. And so the inside is going to have, let's see, we got that there. Let's go with this one. So we're going to put the clocks there, like so. I'm going to turn it around like that. Okay. Put it back on your plate. Other plate on top. And then set it back in. Bring it back. Now we've got our inside piece, which is perfect. Alright, so yay, we got that fixed before removing the die. And if you try to remove the die, then try to fix it, your cut is going to be off. Even if it's slightly, it's going to be off. Okay. Put that in recycle, and we'll hang on to that with the tape. We will set all of these aside for the paper and move on to the next one. That is our small flip. Excuse me. And I think I want the little girl on here, basically to the edge, like that. And I'm going to need a piece of tape to put that down so it doesn't move around. Then we're going to put our die. No, we're not. We're going to put a piece of paper underneath. Let's see. I had a green one. But I may have used it already. So we're going to go with another pink here. Tape that down. Just match it up with the one in front. Yep, that's too big. We need a needle one. Okay, this should be smaller. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. There we go. Because I only need the 6x6. So that's what we need. Now we can put our tape down to hold this into place. Now we can turn this over and put our die on. And the die going all the way to the edge. Try to center it as best as you can. And we'll put it on our plate. You know, I'm going to have to use the big machine because this is going to be too long. Let me plug it in. So we're going to use our Gemini. We're going to put this one away because we can finish up with the Gemini. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way. And we'll push it through. Good we used that one because it cut right through several cardstocks. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Okay, these are our pieces and parts. Got this one. Washi tape everywhere. Careful pulling it off of your paper because sometimes, depending on the washi tape, it can really rip your paper. Okay, this is the end here. Move on to our last one. Get some more washi tape. And there. I'm going to take our last two pages, put them on here. So let's put on this one. We're going to face it this way. This is going to go down here. Okay. And this one's going to go on the back. Just line it up with the front piece so that you can get the same cut on the back. Run it through. did. Go. Looks good. Take that off. And this one off. There is our cut for this one. This piece down here is going to be cut off. That's why I'm just ripping it off. This one, on the other hand, you have to be careful with. Okay. Then take your die off. And we'll use our pokey tool to clean that up. That is it for the die cutting. Now we got to make it all fit together nicely. Okay. This is for this piece. So you want this piece to have a little bit of border, and you're going to need to cut it on the sides almost a quarter, not quite, but almost. About, get that cut down. We did. Oh, we did good. But because this piece is shorter, you can actually have a thicker border here or a thinner. So it's up to you. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to use that here. And I'm going to cut a strip for this one here. Okay, we'll get our scraps out. Just grab your scraps, just a handful. Oh, we can use one that is already stickified. Okay, let's fold this. Do we like that? Like this, too light, and then do we like this? I think we'll go with the first one. Let's take our cellophane off. Okay. Bring it down past your score line for the hinge. And then mark it about an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch from the main paper. Cut that down. Let's see how we did. Yeah. Like that. Give us a nice little gap in between, and when we go to ink it up, it'll look just as good. I think I got it a little crooked. Got a little extra. Let's see. It's this little hump. Do the hump. Do the humpty hump. If you remember that song, give us a thumbs up. If not, type in Humpty Hump on YouTube and then you can listen to it. It's pretty cool. It's a 90s song. It's funny. Okay, now we could take this extra tape off. Do it slow and easy. Let's go. Little tiny piece. My finger. Good washi tape, right? And we have these pieces down here. That song was also made during the same time as Will Smith's song, This Is the Story, the Prince of Bel-Air song. I never knew the words to it. I never know the words to any song. I just go, except for Happy Birthday. That one you have to know as a mother, right? So we got that taken care of. That goes into our ink pile. I'm going to put number 1 here, number 1 here. We are going to turn it over and work on the second one the same way. And if you got enough info from the first one, feel free to fast forward this part. I do not want to bore you to death. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, now we can use this piece here. This will just hold this down for a moment for us so we can get that strip cut. And I may go with this one we already cut. It is a piece of scrap. that. Let's see. All right, let's go with that. This will be 2. A 2 on there just so we don't get the other one confused. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest. Then we're going to ink it, make them into stickers, and then I'll be right back.